Yo, what's up everybody? Also W here tonight, and tonight you guys, I'm here with my wife Sophia, and today I'm gonna be showing you guys it's one of the best Jade critical healer builds for you guys, alright? And the reason why I say Jade crit is because now with the new crit and block system, even if you have only about like 100 critical, you're still gonna be critting like 40 to 50% of the times, alright? That's why it's gonna be a Jade crit. Alright, and similar to my other gear guide videos, I'm gonna be doing the best free to play and the best pay to win. Alright, so I'm gonna put some timestamps in the description for you guys, so you guys can just check out what you guys want to check out and all that. Alright, now without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the best free to play build. Alright, for a J crit healer. Now for the free to play, it's hard to get really high resist if you don't get the J gears and all that, right? So therefore, I did some research and this is the best that I came up with. Alright, it's actually pretty dope, it's actually pretty good. It's not bad, but it's gonna require a lot of farming. Alright, and I'll tell you guys why in a bit. Alright, okay, so for the best free to play build, you're gonna be having 215 crit rate, that's equal up to 68% crit chance, and then you're gonna have 306 life block rate. So that means even if you critical a heal, there's a 32% chance that you're gonna block that crit heal. Alright, and then you're gonna have 148% outgoings. So yes, 148% outgoings. That's really cool, really dope. Alright, and you're gonna have up to 27% incomings, but that's only if you have like all the healing jewels and all that. And again, if you guys can see, I'm only using the 6% because I don't have the 7% because they are freaking damn rare. So if you have those, obviously your outgoings or your incomings are gonna be a lot higher than what I'm showing you guys. Alright, and then for resistance, we're gonna have 52% universal resist. Power pips is gonna be at 83%. Accuracy is gonna be at 21%. Alright, and then healings, you're gonna heal regularly 2204 without a crit, and then with a crit through, you're gonna heal 2622, but that's only on yourself. It's gonna differ when you're healing other people. Alright, now for the gears, I don't have the gears, okay, because I'm not gonna spend like a whole week farming for it and just to show you guys, because obviously I have to pay to win build. So yeah, I'm not gonna try to grind for it to show you guys, but I'm gonna show you guys the gears that you guys want to go for. For the hat, you want to go for the Master Fairy Court. Alright, it is a crown helmet, but it's also droppable by Brule Secret in the Grand Tourney. Alright, the drop rate is pretty rare, but if you're lucky, you're gonna get it. And this hat give you 5% accuracy, 8% power pips, 7% universal resist, and 9% incomings and outgoings. Okay, and then for the armor, you want to go for the Majora's Armor of Impulse, which is droppable from Rasputin and Polaris, and it gave you 8% universal resist, 4% accuracy, and 27% outgoings. And then for the boot, you want to go for the Dragoon's Vibrant Boot, which gave you 9% power pips, 14% universal resist, 126 crit, and 6% outgoings. Okay, and then for the rest of the gears, it's just exactly as the pay to win. Alright, the only differences are gonna be the hat, the robes, and the boots. The rest are just gonna be exactly the same as the pay to win. So yeah, so I'll show that in a bit once I introduce the pay to win build, so you guys can just follow that after, what I'm saying. So yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much it for the best free to play. Again, 148% outgoings, 27% incoming, potentially more outgoings and incomings if you have the 7% dazzling healing jewels. Alright, so keep that in mind. And then resistance, we're gonna be at 52% resist, power pips 83%, accuracy 21%. Alright, so that's the best free to play. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and do the best pay to win build. Alright, so we'll go ahead and start off with my stats. Damage 37%, resistance we're gonna be having 80% universal resist, accuracy 19%. We're gonna have 286 crit, 286 life block rate, and then we're gonna have 12% incomings and 141% outgoings. Again, my Uber doesn't have any healing jewels, and I'm also using only the 6%, not the 7%, so that's why I don't have that much. But you can potentially get more if you have the 7% healing jewels. Pick conversion 3%. Power pips is at 97%. And I think that's enough if you have Pixie, because Pixie is only 4 pips. But if you don't have Pixie, you might want to get 100% power pips, because you know rebirth require 8 pips, so you might need to have 100%. Otherwise, if you have Pixie, you don't really need 100% power pips, because you know Pixie is only 4 pips. So yeah. And Shadow Pit rating is 98. So now we're gonna roll it over to Alexander LionHeart calculators to do some calculations. So again, thank you Alexander LionHeart for making this awesome quick calculator for everybody to use. Really helpful. All right, so shout out to him. And I'm also gonna put the calculator in the description for anybody that wanted to do some calculations of their own. All right, without further ado, let's jump right over to it. Okay, so here I already did all the calculation and all that. All right, so here's my life, and then these guys, the reason why they're here is because I'm gonna be showing you guys like how much you're gonna be healing yourself as well as healing other players in general. All right, so for yourself only, right? So we got 286 crit and 141% outgoings. Incomings, we got 12% incomings. Life blocks rate, we have 286 block rate. So therefore our crit chance is 75%, and then the block chance is 25%. What that means is that even if you crit through with 75%, there's a 25% chance that you're gonna critical block the heal. And this is the regular heals, meaning that if you don't crit at all, you can only heal this much. Or even if you crit through, but you critical block the heal, you're only gonna be healing regularly. All right, but if you actually crit through successfully and all that, you're gonna heal this much. All right, and then now in a team heals, pretty much the crit chance only gonna affect the caster. All right, and then everybody else is gonna have a certain percentage of block chance that can crit block a critical heal, depends on their life block rates. All right, and then here are the regular heals and the crit heals and all that. You know, hopefully you guys got the gist of it. If you guys don't, feel free to question me down in the comment section below how it works and all that. Otherwise, yeah. And then here is an example. Alright, so we crit. Alright, so you see how there's a 2 boosts on my life and my fire, and not my storm and my balance. And the reason why is because they got incomings. If you have incomings, it's gonna boost. If you don't, you won't get any boost. Alright. Okay, so as you guys can see right here, right? So my life heals for 2,362. We calculate 2,661. It's very close. My fire 2,716, 2,717, close. Storm 2,354, 2,361. My balance, so she critical blocked it, so that's why she's only healing 1,688, which is the regular, instead of the crit 2,344. Okay, so yeah. Alright, now that we're back, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys my gears and all that. For the hat, you want to go for the Jade hood, a mystery, which you can get from the Keeper's Lore pack, and this is gonna give you 22% universal resist and 5% outgoings. For the robe, you want to go for the Spooky Carnivore suit, which is gonna give you 21% universal resist and 20% outgoings. And you can get this from the Spooky Carnivore bundle. And then for the boot, you want to go for the Abyssal Warrior's boot, which is going to give you 15% universal resist as well as 10% outgoings and 118 crit. For the wand, you want to go for the Sword of Kings. It gives 31 crit and 25% outgoings. For the theme, you want to go for the Dark Woman's Dagger. It's going to give you 20% outgoings, and if you have healing jewels, you're going to gain an additional 12% outgoings, and then you want to suck it in an ecstasy jewel. Alright. For the amulet, you want to go for the Uber Swiftmith amulet, which is going to give you 8% universal resist from the Quick Charmer and Caramel. For the ring, I'm using the Stone of the Other Side, which is going to give you 32% outgoings, and if you have healing jewels, you're going to gain additional 6% outgoings and incomings. There's also another ring called Seal of the Knife Column, and we'll talk about that in a bit. And then for the pet, I'm using a triple crit, double damage with an 8% outgoings, and I'll tell you why in a bit, why I'm using a crit pet. Alright, and if you don't want to use the crit pet, you can also go for like a more utility support pet that can do like Legion Shield, Shatter, Fairy, or Unicorn, or you know, make cast Century, or all that, whatever it is, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the difference between having a crit pet and not having a crit pet. All right. Right here, the top one is the one with the crit pet, and then the bottom one is the one without the crit pet. So without the crit pet, your crit rate is gonna be at 198, and your outgoing heal is gonna be at 141. Depends on what kind of pet you use and all that. So pretty much, if you look at the crit chance without the crit pet, your crit chance is gonna drop, and the block chance of everybody else that you're healing are gonna increase. In addition to that, your critical heals are gonna drop by roughly 100 to 200 heals, and while your regular heals are just gonna stay the same, pretty much. All right. So if you don't want a crit pet, this is how your healings are gonna be like, and how it works and all that. So you can choose between if you want a crit pet or you want a more support utility, pet. It's up to you. And then for the mount, we're gonna be using the Math Moth Mini. Again, you can either one, get it from the crown shot, or two, you can farm it from Warlock Mina and Polaris. For the dex, I'm using the Lively Paradise dex for the 49 crit, and you want to put in a 10% pip oppo on it. So yeah, so that's how we got 81% universal resist, 19% accuracy, 286 crit, 12% incomings, and 141% outgoings, as well as 97% power pips. Again, if you have Pixie, you don't need 100% power pips. Next, let's say that you want 100% power pips and 100% accuracy. All right, there's two options that you can go. One, you can use the stone on the other side, and for the boot, instead of using the Abyssal Warrior boots, you can go ahead and use the Dragoon Vibrant boot, which it will save you $40 or so. And then yeah, and then you're gonna lose 1% universal resist. Your accuracy is at 19%. You're gonna gain like 10 crit. Your incoming is 12%. Your outgoing is 137% outgoing. So pretty much you only lose 4% outgoing, and then you have 100% power pips. All right. So that's option number one. Now option number two, it's a bit better than option number one, where you're gonna use Abyssal Warrior's boots, and instead of using stone of the other side, you're gonna go ahead and use the seal of the knife column. All right, and I don't have that right now with me. So how your stats gonna look like is this: you're gonna keep the 81% universal resist, your accuracy is still 90%, your crit is still at 286, your incoming is still 12%, and your outgoing heal is gonna be at 138. All right, but then your power pips is gonna be at 100%, because the seal of the knife column is gonna give you 3% additional power pips. So that's gonna max you at 100% power pips. All right, so yeah, that's for anybody that want to go for max power pips and max accuracy for pay to win. All right, but yeah, anyway, yo, that's pretty much it for the Jade critical healer build. All right, okay, so now let's quickly compare the pay to win with the free to play build. All right, so for pay to win, it's 286 crit, 141% outgoings with 81% resist, and the free to play is 215 crit, 148% outgoings with 52% resist. Okay, all right, so first I just want to let you guys know that on my life, my amulet does not have incoming jewels, so therefore I'm taking off 12% off so that it's on equal ground. You know what I'm saying? So instead of 27% incomings for the free to play, I'm gonna use the 15%. All right, and then the differences are gonna be based off of the crit. All right, mostly because of the crit. All right, so because the free to play crit is lower, critical chance is gonna be lower than the pay to win, because the pay to win has high crits, and that's also result in the higher chance of actually critical blocking the critical heals. All right, but the good thing is that the healing are gonna be healing more, because the free to play has more outgoing heals, which is at 148 compared to just 141 for pay to win. But then again, the pay to win has at least 30% more resist than the free to play. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the J crit. Hopefully you guys like it, hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you guys have any questions, drop it down in the comment section below. All right, and I'll catch you guys in the next dope ass video. Peace out.